All right, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. So we started out this year with 23 members to our new group. So thank you for that. Also, I created a new version of a way to practice your short lessons at iMusicAcademy. So in the membership area at the very top, right where it says welcome, I decided to put the 5-minute practice sessions. So we have 7 since yesterday. So now there are 5. If you just have 5 minutes for the day and you want to practice, I would encourage you to go check those out. All right, so one of the ones that I just uploaded, number 7, talks about the blues scale. So we know our blues scale, right? You have 1 of C major, you have 1 flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, and 1. The fingering I like to do is 1, 2, 3, 4 on F sharp. So 4 on that tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now to make this a little bit musical, not just playing up and down, we're going to change one little thing for right now. We're going to start on the flat 7 and go up to the root and then come down the scale. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to actually go down to the B flat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it starts over playing exactly how the blues scale is going up. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. And the reason I like this way of turning the scale around just a little bit is we're starting to create a little bit of flow. So we're not just playing the first 5 notes, which is really important. Now we're starting to get our fingers moving up and down the keyboard, and we're going to put a bass line with it. The bass line we're going to put with it is the one that's in Blues Volume 4 that we've been working on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And also in the membership area, you guys know there are 21 bass lines now to go with all the blues courses. And all the PDFs are done. I've only done 11 of the videos, but you can get all the PDFs in there. But this one is very simple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You take your C chord, in this case, and we do 1 and 2. The offbeat, the and of 2, gets the E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the fingering, no matter what key you're in, is going to be 5, 3, and 1. So let's go ahead. Oh, hey, Claire. How are you, Claire? Good to see you, and good to be on a stream with you. Thank you so much for the email that you sent me regarding practice, and you were able to inform me on your upcoming schedule and just what you've been working on. And I'm glad that you gave me really nice feedback on the 5-minute practice sessions. So we added 2 more this morning. We're up to 7 of those, and I really like that because I think even judging from the comments from other people, everyone enjoys the streams, but if you don't have you need short, bite-sized things to practice. And I agree with you on that, and that's why I decided to do this. So thank you for your feedback. All right, here we go. Here's what you're going to get on lesson number 7 today. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're starting off on finger 2 on the B flat. So the flat 7, and we're doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The idea is to get a little bit of flow going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And not speed, but just moving up and down the keyboard. As you're locking this up, you always have to make sure you know where the hands lock up. So in this case, 1 and 2 and. The and of 2 gets the F sharp, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then it starts over with the C's together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Claire and anybody else watching, even our spam comment, let me know that makes sense to you. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. I always like on my channel when I give shout outs to the spam comments as well. It's always fun. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 when I go to the 4 chord, F, now I'm going to do 5, 3, 1 on the F chord, right? The 4 chord of a C blues. And I'm starting off on the flat 7 of F going up to the root, which an F blues scale, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm starting off on the flat 7 of F. So 2, 3, 1, or, well, of an F scale, it would be finger-wise, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going down to the flat 7. Then it starts over again. And back to C. 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Let me do that much so far. Awesome, Claire. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And now watch that. Going up to F, I'm starting on the E flat. So a lot of things are happening when you do this. Notice that that I start off on the flat 7. I'm getting my hand used to not just playing the scale up and down, but I'm turning it around just a little bit. Flat 7 root. And then when I get over here, done with my getting my root of an F chord, now I'm going down to E flat, right? So I'm crossing over. So I'm practicing that. So not only am I practicing crossing or turning the beat around just a little bit, or turning the scale around, but I'm also practicing the index finger, and then it's the blues scale, so straight up and down. So let's do it again from the beginning. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now start on the E flat. 2. Now it goes back to the beginning. Now here we go. For the G chord, I'm going to the flat 7 of a G scale. Remember the blues scale for G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross under. 1, 2, 3. Same fingering as you do for C and F. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm starting on the flat 7. I'm starting on my second finger. Again, flat 7, so 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm practicing the crossover. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. Then it starts over with the C. Let's do the whole thing really slowly. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G, F, now as we come down with the G, maybe we don't need to go all the way down to the flat 7. We could just go. Then. Now as you're locking up the hands, make sure you do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and then know that the F sharp gets the and of 2. 1 and 2. So that's how you know you're locked up. 3 and 4. I do right there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In one of our recent videos, we talked about practicing these simple chords, right? one from the C chord. Let's say you're using your guide tones, the third note and the seventh note, but we're making it flat 7, so third and flat 7. And all I did just then is I played our scale, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if you want to get better at playing your offbeat chords, your syncopated rhythms on the offbeat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just take the bass line, 1 and you can straighten it out, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do that on C, F, and G. So we start off 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and let's go to F. Now we're going to go flat 7 and 3 of F, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now go to G, the 5 chord, and do flat 7 and 3 of G, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Do right there. So I played the F and then I went to 3 and flat 7 of an F chord, just like I did for a C chord, 3 and flat 7 of a C scale. Then I did it here, 3 flat 7 of an F scale. On G. Go again. Flat 7 of F. Two and 3 and G scale. I'm starting off on the flat 7 of these. 2 and 3 and 4. All right, if you guys want me to, I'll show you the other 4-minute exercise I uploaded today to the membership area. It's number 6. I don't know. One of them 6 and one of them 7. I might have done the wrong thumbnail. Let me think what I did first. So here, this is a lot of fun, and this is really important. So for solo piano, we did this shortcut today. You have C, G, and D, okay? So the root, 5th, and the 9th of the scale, go up to the major 3rd of C and play a minor 7 chord. Right, you have this nice sound, listen. C major 9, this is a great chord shortcut. You guys know I have tons of chord shortcuts. And this is a fun one because I did it in all keys in 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, so then let's go ahead and do this one right here. So we're in B, for instance, root of a B scale, 5th of the B scale, 9th of a B scale, and go up to the major 3rd of the triad, right? E flat, and play an E flat minor 7. Let's go back to C just to make sure we're on the same page. Notice all white notes too. So whatever your root is, go up a major 3rd and play an E minor 7 chord in this case. And I'm putting the root, the 5th, and the 9th in. And the exercise for this morning is I'm thinking like a guitarist, where you're hitting the root and the pinky together. And then you roll it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and go to B. Let's do B flat. B flat should be fairly easy to see. In the key of B flat, you have 2 flats. We're going to do B flat of the scale, the 5th note of a B flat scale, and the 9th of a B flat scale. Then you go up to the major 3rd of B flat and do a D minor 7 chord. And I'm kind of rolling it up like a guitarist. I hit the bottom note and the top note, and then I roll the middle notes. Oh, that was nice. That wasn't what I intended to do, but I like it. And that brings up the next one. So I recently did another video about chord shortcuts. And so you can actually go up a minor 3rd from your 9th, let's say A, E, and B. If you go up a minor 3rd from A, which is C, and you play a major 7 voicing, then you have a very nice minor 9 voicing, right? So if I go up a major 3rd and play a minor 7 voicing, it's kind of confusing if you put them both together. But it makes sense if you do the videos separate. Let me go back to C just so I don't confuse anyone. To do a major 9 voicing, you do C, G, and D, go up a major 3rd, and play a minor 7 voicing. And we went through all the keys this morning. Let's go up to D flat and do the same thing. So D flat scale, root, 5th, and 9th. I go up a major 3rd. Play a minor 7 voicing. Let's put a low D flat with that and just see how that's done. There's my F minor 7 voicing. Listen to D. I go up a major 3rd from D and play an F sharp minor 7. Let's do one more. Let's go E flat, major 3rd of E flat, and I play a G minor 7 voicing. If you're enjoying this, guys, make sure you leave a like and say hello if you get a chance. Even though I sent this out to our 40-member practice group, I also put it public on YouTube. So hopefully a few people just random, I didn't put it in one of my newer videos, but anyway, hopefully somebody else will stop by just to say hello. So B flat major, I go up a major 3rd and play a D minor 7 voicing. Here's how you play a B major 9. Root, 5th, 9th, go up a major 3rd in the B scale and play an E flat minor 7 voicing. Let's go to B flat again. C major one will be really easy for you guys, and it'll sound really nice. It's an easy way to look at this. So root, 5th, and 9th, and you find the major third of a C scale and build a minor 7 voicing. And this would be a good thing to practice. Just going up a half step. Hit the bottom and top note together. Go up a half step. And maybe you thought that you couldn't play in D flat. Well, here you go. What about D major? Sounds really nice. Alright, let's go up another half step. That sounds nice and bright. Let's move it down. Oh, listen how nice that sounds. So E major 9. And all I did is root, 5th, 9th, go to the 3rd of E major, G sharp, minor 7 voicing. Let's do F. I really like the sound of hitting the bottom note and the top note together and then rolling up the inner voicings. Any questions about this, guys? Okay, let's go back to our original idea. The other thing that I uploaded this morning inside the membership area, at the very top, is the idea of our blues scale flow connection exercise. And it's just 5 minutes long. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. This is getting the fingers moving and turning around the blues scale at the same time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 is G scale, F scale, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And in order to get this, remember that 1 and 2 and, get the and of 2 with the 4th finger on the F sharp. 1 and 2. And if you want, you can add the offbeat chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And go to F. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and G. All right, any questions about any of that? Or any of the other lessons we've been doing? I'm going to do a few more today. I did put up one from yesterday of the, we did blues example 1, and I did showing you guys how to do the octaves, right, and the importance of the octaves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It seems to be really popular. I've been getting lots of comments and even emails talking about that exercise. And it is a really important exercise. You guys know, of course, Blues Example 1, the very first lick I did on the channel, is really important because it really works your fingers and it's great for transposition. But also the use of the octave is so important. Root, octave, and the 5th note with your index finger. But we just went through all the keys, and we have a lot of feedback from last night, which is also in the membership area, but I just made it public. So you go to B, same thing. So on keys like B, remember you have to hammer on. It's either a slide key but getting used to this octave is really important. 1, 2, 3. All right, any questions about that or anything else? To do some technique exercises on the acoustic piano. We're going to go through 50 days to flying fingers, but just a few specific exercises to get our fingers working. And this includes me too. I've got to, I need to go through 50 days to flying fingers. All right, I'll just do a little bit more practice and just, and I think we'll go another 5 minutes and then we'll take a little break just to see if you guys have any questions on anything. All right? This will be good for you guys to practice 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. That's funny, Claire. Yeah, we all need time to practice, but I think I am figuring out the best way to help you guys, and that is these short little ideas, and that way you can go and knock them out. And I think you guys are getting better at transposition. I've been doing things in all keys, and I think at first it was difficult for a few of you, and then at the same time you guys are getting it though, and I'm definitely enjoying watching you guys getting better at transposition. I'll tell you what, I'll wrap up by saying this. Okay, so we have this exercise for today, and it's in the 5-minute section, 5-minute practice session, and you're going to learn this blues, right? But you can also throw in that blues example 1 as a part of your practice. It'll give it a nice, just a change up there. So let me just demonstrate what I mean. Should have been on the G there. Then you can go to F. Now let's just do example 1. I did have somebody email me about, well, actually, I talked to them. I think we texted back and forth about going through Blues Volume 1. They went through all 10 exercises yesterday, which is really awesome when people actually go through the examples. And one of the questions they said, I had trouble with the eighth note, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so I did one of our 5-minute lessons I did yesterday was actually dealing with that 1 and 2 and the deal is you have to make sure you always pick up the C 1 and 2 and but I did a whole 5-minute video on how to straighten that out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there's a specific way I like to do it. If people are having trouble with the swing feel of things, dun, 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 of just straightening it out, straighten it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and just like a classical person. And you have the sheet music, and then it works itself out. So let's do this. This is getting your fingers moving on the scale. C scale, starting on the B flat. G scale, starting on the 7th. That's what makes this nice. The other video, I'm just practicing right now myself. I'm just leaving up the stream for a few more minutes, but this is more of just to kind of encourage you guys to practice too. One thing I'm doing in our membership area is I'm just creating a stream. I've been doing the tailored lesson things. It's whenever you guys have a question about your you want to learn a specific thing, I put all those in the tailored lessons. And you guys know we've been doing Christmas like crazy. We were doing the trio voicings, everything. But I'm also creating a streaming thing of just, sometimes it's fun just to hang out with other people who are doing the same things that you like to do, right? So I may be practicing, but I'm showing you guys not only the way I practice, but it's fun just to hang out and talk about music. What's up, M. John? All right, so let's do, so I'm just going to practice just a little bit more, and if you guys have any questions, you feel free to ask. But I'm really excited about, if anyone wants to see what the membership area looks like, again, I'm an open book when it comes to iMusicAcademy and everything we've been doing. I started something that I had dreamed to do, is to create an online environment that people have access to all the courses, and we do lives and all of that, and it's really awesome. I love it. I'm so proud to be able to do that, and it was a long time coming. I still have all of my courses that are online at iMusicAcademy.com, and people get those all the time. But if anybody wants to be a part of our community, I think we have 22 members, 23 members in our community, and it's been really awesome. We have a WhatsApp chat group, and you guys are really connecting with each other, and it's really cool. So anyway, thank you for that. If anyone wants to see it, I will actually show you guys the membership area, but somebody has to, somebody who's new needs to just put that in the chat. All right, so this morning, the new section I created, it's about taking the blues scale, which is 1 flat 3 4 sharp 4 5 flat 7 and 1. And first of all, you need to make sure you can play the blues scale, right? We've been talking about that, but now we're just turning it around just a little bit. 2 3 1 4 3 2 1. Da, 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 da. And then I even went down to the flat 7 and back up. So you have this kind of sound. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now for you guys who that are used to the other bass lines that we've been doing, we started off with the original courses of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and, which is really cool and you need to know, but now we're working on some different bass lines. We have also done quarter note pulse, and then more recently we're doing the volume 4 bass line, which all the PDFs are there, and we've been working on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And what this is kind of like a New Orleans kind of feel, 1 and 2 and kind of a second line groove, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And what makes this difficult is the and, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, that syncopated rhythm, that offbeat rhythm. But if you know where to lock it up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it's with the F sharp. So 1 and 2 and, the and of 2 gets the F sharp. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Now on F, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm starting off on the flat 7 of the F blues scale, okay? 1 and 2 and that locks up, the and of 2 locks up with the B. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and G scale, F scale. I'm starting off on the flat 7 on each one of those. Okay, now I'm just going to do 1 and 2 and, which is blues example 1, right? The lick that started it all on this channel. Well, maybe not started it all, but 2 and 3 and 4. Now, where does the and of 2 line up with this lick? 1 and 2 and lines right up there with the C and E together, right? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. F, same thing. The F lines up with the A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. C and 2 and G. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now here's another really important tip, guys. We talk about I call this the anchor. When you throw the anchor down, this is when you take your thumb and you go to the next chord that you're on. So in this case, I'm on the 1 chord and I'm going to go to the F chord. Now watch this. The F is throwing the anchor down for me to get to that next chord, and it helps create almost like a pedal type situation. It helps me create the music flow that we need to get there. Listen, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So it's the and of 4 that gets that. It really helps connect everything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and here we go, and 2, 3 and 4. I use this all the time in all kinds of styles. There I go back to C. I'm going to do it on G. Here we go. 3 and 4. F, C, right, that was good. That was good practice. Let me show you guys something cool. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. I pulled up the membership area, which is kind of cool for you guys to. I want to show the people who are actually in the membership, and then I'll show the people who are just now checking this out for the first time. Okay, so practice area. This we started yesterday, and all they have to do is click on it, and it'll take you to the YouTube, right? 1 second. And so what I started doing was based on feedback. We have a lot of people, since we have 23 members, we have people in different parts of the world, and they don't always have time for the lives, or at least they try to skip around and find certain things they're looking for in the lives. And so what I started doing yesterday is I'm creating 5-minute practice sessions for you guys. Like we did walking bass in all keys. I did like this, how to do A2-5, and we went in all keys, but it's over the span of 5 minutes that you get these lessons. And then no more blues, straighten out your blues playing. That's all keys practice using the octave, which is out there right now on YouTube, and that's I made it public, but it's getting really good feedback. And then there's a chord shortcut for piano. That was the one where I do the minor voicing in all keys, and now we have the major. Giant steps. That was a really cool lesson that we did yesterday. Of it doesn't matter what key you're in or what song you're working on, you have these digital patterns you can use, and then you start to incorporate that in any kind of standard tune that you're wanting to learn, or any kind of tune. So in this particular lesson, it's the giant steps 1, 2, 3, 5 pattern. And there's another chord shortcut, and then there's the blues example we did today. So we already have 7 new videos in this. All right, now let me go back to the membership area and just show you guys some really, really cool things. All right, so If you go down, you have Blues Volume 1 that we originally did, and everything's not now, it's all online now, which is kind of cool. All the PDFs are just one click away, and I show the fingering always on all these courses. Blues Volume 2, Blues Volume 3, the Easy Jazz course, the longer jazz course, 50 Days to Flying Fingers, takes you to all 50 plus exercises, and I practice with you guys. And I have a classical background and a jazz background, and I created this. This is my favorite course that I've ever done because it's just full of everything you could think of for technique. 50 days, there are all the PDFs there. Get into Blues Shapes Volume 1, 13 Shapes for Blues. This is a very popular course, standalone course at iMusicAcademy. And then here I decided to do an all keys workout, every shape and every key. And as a member, you guys get access to all of this. Here's the Blues Volume 1 all access workout that we did in September that was a huge success. Blues Volume 2 workout, blues or backing tracks for success. Christmas tips, guitar lessons, tailored lessons, Blues Bassline Volume 1. This right here, 21 bass lines. 11 of them have been, I made the videos for 11 of them, but there are 21 alternate bass lines that go with Blues Example 1. So you have like things like this. And I teach you how to put that with Blues Example 1. So you have every kind of bass line you could think about to go with that one example, which is kind of cool. And then chords in context, lots of things in there. There's the Stuart Mac Lick of the Day series, which is a really cool jazz thing. Chord shortcuts, blues in C workouts. This is one of our newest things that we've added. And that seems to be a very blank course. The blues workouts in C. Here are all our PDFs. This is cool. But it's like blues exercises for solo piano, blues bass lines, trio bass lines workout. Look at this right here. So I'm just going to click on one of these. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me blow it up. So this has the Dwight lick. So it's teaching you how to play in a jazz trio setting. We have solo piano. So all about blues in C. Pentatonic shapes, linear connections. Let's just look at the linear connections. I added that one yesterday. Which is sort of the same context of what we're doing this morning with making your lines go a little longer. You have like... does it over C, F, and G. Now the idea of this exercise is using arpeggios and then the tritone. But that's a little bit more difficult for some people, but you guys can get it. Now here's a really fun one we did. This is a simple bass loop with 5 different exercises for solo piano. So watch this. You have this bass line. And then in my right hand, you have 5 different things to loop over that bass line. Sorry. I'm looping this. Let's do the second exercise. Third one is just up and down. The fourth one is fourth one. the fifth. It gets you that nice sound of starting on the fifth. All right, let's go back to where I can see you guys and see how everybody is doing. Okay, take it off of that. So if I like that, I can start putting that in our practice session. I took that one simple idea from the 5 beginning blues riffs, and all 5 of those actually come from just the first 5 notes of the blues scale under this 5-note pattern, right? And we're just turning it around. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and one little simple way you can do that lick from this morning is just do this. So you're turning the blues scale around, but you can go to the major third. It gives it a little different flavor, right? Notes in the left hand. Let's do the original exercise. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. All right, guys, I'm going to go take a break, and I think I'm going to come back on a little later and do a 50 days to Flying Fingers thing in the membership area. Have a good one. It was good hanging out with you guys, and it was fun to make it public this morning just for a few stragglers outside the membership area. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here, and thanks for the likes and the comments.